Christmas time. Mistletoe and wine, and hopefully 3 points in every single game today as we move into the last game in November and then December. It's getting cramped in the Hartlepool career, but let's see if we can get the ball rolling again before January. As yes guys, welcome back to episode number 7 of this Hartlepool career mode Road to Glory. And of course, if you wonder why I kind of look like Justin Bieber a little bit, 1, it is a Hartlepool hat that I've purchased for this series. But 2, go and watch the last one, you'll just see the little thing where I put it on with. As yes, last time out it wasn't the greatest, was it? I mean, not heavy defeats, and we did get a win in the last one, but still, it's not where we wanted. We are out of the FA Cup, if you did not know that already, but we're through in the Papa John's, so big spoilers right there for you, as today we start off with an away trip to Vale, Port Vale that is, on the 27th, don't know how they're doing in the league, followed up by Rochdale after that, so 2 days in a row. Scunthorpe, I think I've got to play because 1, they're close to us, and 2, I despise them, and I want to sink them as low as possible, with Ipswich after that away in the first knockout round of the I'm going to call it Johnson Paint. It's the Papa John's trophy still, isn't it? On the 14th. And then away to Colchester on the 18th. So, some good games today. Buckle up. Get ready. And let's see how we do. As we're definitely playing Scunthorpe. Yes, they're in 8th. And the next team up below them. Well, I say up. The next team up to play, who are below, closest to us in the league, is Port Vale. So that's perfect. A couple of supposedly easy teams today. But I don't know if there will be. As yes, I did just back out of all the menus, but let's forget that just happened and get into this next team. I'm going to make, well, I've made a couple of changes and I made one more right there, as this is the team we're going to have to play with. Of course, if you didn't see the last one as well, injury to Norwood, which is a big miss, as Mitchell is still in goal. Hendry comes in at right wing back. Sterry gets a wrist, and McLaughlin isn't the best. Tried to get that to rhyme as much as possible. With Odesina, Staunton back in the team. Francis Angolt and Ferguson, the defence I trust. With Shelton, Featherstone and Houlihan, the midfield trio that started out really good form. With Olamola and Goodwin up front. Goodwin still absolutely phenomenal. But Olamola getting his chance, can he take it? Whilst Norwood is out, our top scorer, it's going to be an ask. He needs to live up to Norwood's 10 goals if he's going to get this permanent place in the squad. And I don't think he'll do it, but let's see. And Port Vale's team is Lucas Colavan, James Gibbons, Yannick O.C., Malvid Benning, Ryan Johnson, Dan Jones, Ben Garrity, Walker Whitehead, Lloyd and Rodney up front. They are copying our formation exactly this time, lining up the same. Actually got quite a decent sized stadium these, so let's see how we can do. Olamola straight on the ball into Shelton. Shelton's just going to give this to the side. Olamola again. Spread it out wide to Luke Hendry. Now, can we try and start brightly in this one? We have started quite slow in the last couple. Of course, that Forest Green game needs to go out of the memory straight away. That was a horrific start to a game. A penalty and a red card straight away, as that's a great ball from them. Odesina, they're attacking from our mistakes. Dean Whitehead with a shot and a brilliant save from Mitchell right there. Now, that's just not what I wanted to happen. Please, can we get rid of this corner straight away? It's going into the danger zone. Odesina does head it away. That's very good for us, as now David Ferguson caught out a little bit. Not how I really wanted him to play that, as that's definitely not how I wanted Featherstone to play it, as that's a ball straight through again onto Rodney. Good defending Francis Angolt, and very quick from Staunton to react to Mitchell's kind of loose pass right there. And we try and get on the attack straight away. It is not going through. Very end-to-end stuff. Jones, Whitehead. It's Port Vale having most of these attacking chances. We can't clear it right there. Gibbons round the corner. It's a good stretch from Mitchell there to stop that going round into the box as well as Featherstone. Let's try and do something here, shall we? Olamola with a great chip over the top. Goodwin gets right side of his man. The defender can't get it off him. It's Will Goodwin still through, and he's hit the side netting and hit the back of the net. This guy, just give him a contract, please. I hope the club can just sign him and Stoke release him. Might not have scored as many goals as James Norwood, but he's having equally as good as an impact. 64 rated, 19-year-old. This guy could be a wonder kid if we get him on a permanent. And I've got to say, he does like a game in the black and red stripes, doesn't he? That's when he performs his best, as that's a ball around the corner straight away from Goodwin away. Again, should I say, onto Houlihan, who can set a man in the middle away, but Gibbons with a great block. The wing-back, who still managed to keep the ball. Ferguson, this is good passing, as Shelton had to get that off straight away. Olamola's dropped deep. That's great. Causes a gap for Mark Shelton to strike. And just blaze it over. But still, Walker into Garrity. And they're going to try and come at us right here. That's a good flick on. Garrity into Lloyd. And Mitchell with a good save. Right, okay. Half an hour in. And that was a good stop. As we've got 15 minutes until the break. I'd like to go in the lead and try and just get a bit of a rest. Because we have actually probably just been the worst side. It was a great chance that Goodwin took, but apart from that, not much happening, as Houlihan's actually got past the defender here, and Goodwin is in the box, but Benning with a good block, so we're going to get the corner ourselves. First one of the game for us. Featherstone whipping it in. Goodwin's going to try and get below it. No, he isn't, as it's pinballing around and out. And not long left to go, of course, as Francis Angol. Featherstone with a pass to the side. That's not a good pass, though, and that's rolling out of play, as not too long to go. Gibbons with a throw as well, as he gives it into Garrity. Garrity across the middle into Dean Whitehead. That's not a good pass. Odesina. And that's the half-time whistle. Okay, we lead at the break after, and I don't say this lightly, being quite dominated in that 45 minutes. So I'm definitely the happier of managers. As we do start with the ball in this second half, though. And imagine getting 2 in this game. That would kill it off superbly well, as Olamola keeps the ball still at his feet into Shelton. Shelton into Houlihan. Maybe we need to make some changes as well, because our team was still slightly tired before we started this one. Goodwin, one of those, but of course he's one of his best players, as Shelton into Olamola. Have we got a wing back? We do. If he's onside, it's a good ball. Hendry whipping one in deep to Goodwin, who might have to come off after getting a brace. It's a great header from the youngster to get 2 goals, but gotta give credit to the right wing back. He played both left and right for Grimsby, but what a ball that is from Luke Hendry, straight onto the head of Will Goodwin, who throws everything at that to double our advantage. That'll suit me nicely, because again, straight after that, it's them on the ball, and this actually might lead to something. Lloyd has scuffed it, and there's loads of boos coming from that shot, because you know why? We're starting to rotate as well in the defence right here, because after that shot, I don't think they're going to do anything at all, really. They're just playing horrifically bad, as we're going to look for a third on the counter-attack again. That's a chip over the top, looking for Olamola, who's just not having his luck today. There's Port Vale coming on attack right here, and Jones in the middle. Dean Whitehead's not missing that one. Right, they've took the next chance they got after we've rotated the defence. We concede. It's a good strike. Hopefully that doesn't do anything to us for the rest of the game. They've warranted it, as Houlihan's coming off the field as well, and it's going to be Molyneux coming on for us, as that is a good finish. Come on, boys. Look sharper. Not pointing fingers at Mitchell, but I do think it was savable as well, but it's a 50-50 savable one. One you either make or you don't, as Goodwin into Molyneux. We got a man down there in Shelton, but he's got straight back up as the assist king. Can he join Hendry, the other full-back, into Olamola? And it's going to be a corner, right. Okay, it's took a deflection. Might have been a good header that if it didn't, as we're going to do run near post. See if we can grab anything from this. Featherstone in the box. Byrne is going to jump on this. The centre-back who's just come on rotates. And nothing comes from it. And ball across the field right here. Featherstone with a header into Shelton. Olamola now has it as well, as we're going to pass this backwards into Nicky Featherstone. Blasts that out wide. 10 minutes to go now, and Will Goodwin is going to be coming off the field for Bury. Make that change, but he might be going off with a hat-trick, as that's a good ball slip through. Goes for the chip, not worked, but blasted in from Olamola, the striker, who's staying on. Now, I'm glad that's happened. He's not had his luck all season in front of goal, but it's come, and it might be the winner in this one. Ending November in the right way. 3 defeats, but yes, 3 wins it will be, as that could have been a hat-trick. Great fingertips from the keeper, but can't stop the man at the back post. Should be keeping us second in the league, and of course we're still going to strive for this goal difference, but I'm very happy with this win, especially the way the first half went on, as Olamola should be onside there, and is, as Ferguson. That's a dodgy ball from him. He's usually better than that. Falls to Featherstone though, who's going for one. Oh, and he's hit the crossbar in the back of the keeper. That was so unconventional of a shot as well. It didn't look right when he struck it, but it almost actually went in. That is amazing, as Molyneux's going to test his luck. and I couldn't see that. The camera didn't pan. Would have loved to see if that's close or not, as Worrell with the ball in his feet. Dean Whitehead blocked, and that's the game. Loads of empty seats at Vale Park as it's a 3-1 win on the road for the Pool. Normal business is, of course, resumed. And it does do what I wanted it to do. It keeps us in second place. Now 1 point above Newport County, as Bradford still storming up this division. I mean, we need to beat them the next time round when we actually play them at home if we're going to stand any chance. But of course, we've got to keep on winning our games as well. It's not all down to Bradford. If they drop anything more and we can sweep in, that would be amazing. As we have, who do we have next? Rochdale, right. Just come down from League One, but we are going to simulate this one because I don't think they're doing too great in the league, as Riley picks up November Player of the Month from Leyton Orient, who are just behind us, as they've got a progression thing. It's talking about the youth development, so maybe we need to promote one or two. Because let's just bite the bullet, shall we? Now, I do have players at 17-year-old, which should probably come up the academy first, but I'm going to do this off rating. So, Pierre Kamara, I've been putting off you for quite a while, but he's going to be promoted. And Yves Basuo is going to join him as well. Yeah, because we lose strikers, of course, soon, don't we? So if he's training with the first team and maybe gets a couple of appearances somewhere, as that's thrilled the board, should I say, that should do us the world of good, because then he could maybe jump in onto Bury's place on the bench or something. Not too bad. And for the Dale, which we play at home, it's going to be the same team. I've seen Reece Staunton's gone up a rating. That was deserved weeks ago, as it's going to be a quick sim. I'm going to trust Hendry over Sterry because he did have a really good game, and see what happens as it's a 1-1 draw. I mean, not the result we wanted, of course. We want to win every single game, but to avoid defeat in a simulation is actually something that's better than average, as we do get dominated as well against the 21st place side. Newby and Odusina, the centre-back, with the goal. So I guess what you can take from that is swings and roundabouts, as it's talking about Goodwin at the side. Average match rating 7.3, 5 assists, 9 goals. He is just an absolute machine at the moment, as the Ballon d'Or has gone to Lewandowski in FIFA, but in real life, it went to the GOAT. Now, I'm not saying Messi deserved it, I'm just saying he is the best player of all time, as Norwood looks to maybe be back. But we do play Ipswich's older team after this. Maybe we put him in just the next game to see how we can do in the Cup, and we just go with a couple of little changes here and there for this one. As Sterry's going to be back for Hendry. Sorry, mate, you are going to have to come out. And we'll go with John Akinde over Olamola, just to change it up. So, them little changes, as we're going to play Scunthorpe in-game. And it's a really wet and windy and dark game here in December, as Rory Watson is in goal for the Scunthorpe. Gyro, Harry Davis, the captain, who used to play for Grimsby and now is captain of Scunthorpe. I hate that fact. With Onyasare, Taft and O'Malley in the defence. Beeston, Kenyon, Wilson, Ryan Loft and O'Neill. This has to be a win. No way we let these beat us with their stupid pro clubs looking faded kit. I absolutely hate that. Despise everything of this club. Sorry, Scunthorpe fans, but I'm not sorry. As now Shelton with the back heel into Sterry. Sterry just goes through the middle looking for a good ball right there, but didn't just come off, as O'Neill puts that through onto Beeston. Now Ryan Loft to take it to the side. That's a good cutaway, you know, and it's a good ball through to O'Malley, as they're going to try and get at us a little bit here. Come on, just stand them up, and they just pass it straight back to John Akinde, as he's going to go forward into Goodwin. Will Goodwin waits for the run around, and that's Houlihan who's on the ball, taking it out wide. He'd like a little bit of support from Ferguson if he wouldn't mind getting forward. However, Goodwin with a good move. And it didn't go to him. That's great. As now Sterry. Let's see if we can build something with Sterry, shall we? Into Shelton. Into Daly. This could be something. Will Goodwin. Look at the run from Shelton. Why is every single pass I've made in the first 13 minutes not gone to anyone I want's feet? I mean, it's stupid up front. As Sterry now on it again. Shelton. There we go. And can we try and get a crossing with Mark Shelton? It's a decent one. Then it was Akinde throwing his body. It almost got something from it. Blocked just in the end, as Beeston through the middle. 09 Loft, and now Wilson as... Oh, we should be getting that Houlihan. That is ridiculous how he just let that go through. And Rowe in the middle. Scunthorpe with a chance. Mitchell with the save straight at him and dives on the ball. No more of that, please. Waltzed through us as Akinde now goes over the top. That's a good ball, you know, and Goodwin has controlled it. You know, this guy is unreal as he's holding it up for someone, but I don't know who, because Shelton finally gives a little bit of an option as Akinde shoots, and it's come off a hand. Okay, we'll take the penalty kick. I don't know if it really was one, but I guess we'll never know, because I'm not watching the replay. I don't want to just look at them, because it might put me off, as it's going to be Goodwin to strike it, and I'm only going one place. Got one eye on that corner, and Watson manages to stop it. So a corner ball, missed the bloody penalty. Shelton misses the header as well, but it's going to be another corner. That's a letdown, as can we try and score from the set piece again? It's another good delivery, and it doesn't matter about the penalty anymore, because we score from the corner. Who is it? Of course, why did I even ask that question? Will Goodwin. When Norwood's away, Goodwin will play. I mean, when they come back and make the deadly duo again, it's going to be just as good. But look at that. Towers above the defender, Harry Davis, in between the man and the keeper on the line. Absolute perfection. Really, really good. As Shelton now on to Dali. It's 1-0 again. 10 goals in 20 matches for a guy who's just come on loan from Stokes Academy. It is insane. As Houlihan goes to put one through the middle there. Unlucky a little bit. Just got to try and improve on that. As look at Featherstone in the defensive midfield position, as that's a horrific tackle, and it's a goodbye to Alfie Beeston. He's off the field. What a shocker of a tackle as Houlihan's over the free kick. He is the best taker, even though we don't have anyone particularly good. And I'm just going to put loads of power on that and go for the top corner, as I hope that hasn't hit anyone bad. Someone's waking up with a headache from that ball, as look at this. Houlihan straight on the ball. He wants to make up for that, as Harry Davis pressed into passing down the line. As Ferguson, come on, you've got to try and jump in there. Gagan press it, as Shelton, oh, not very good on the turn with that pass, as now Luke O'Neill. No, that's Luke O'Neill into it, as O'Neill is through a little bit here. It's round Sterry into O'Malley. Good block from Sterry though, as it falls to Shelton as well, and we're going to try and get away. Sterry into Dali. Now that's a good pass, and Goodwin looks for the run in front of him, and we're going to get here. Chip it over the top, looking for Akinde, who's going to bounce his man out of the way with his strength, but nothing from that. What a shame, but still, Matt Dali, keep this move alive, and something may happen as Goodwin, good turn, Akinde into Houlihan, who tries to keep it. That's a great ball. Shelton in front, and he's missed it. You know what? When it's on his left foot, I'm definitely guessing he's right-footed. He is awful. Now that should be two. Not too over the moon with that, as Houlihan down the line. Goodwin, Akinde. John Akinde gives it out wide, and Sterry now, as can we get this second before half-time like we should do through Shelton, as that's a very heavy ball, and we'll go out of play for half-time. We lead against Scunthorpe, and that's all I'll take at the moment. Just a couple more goals would do nicely though, as the Iron have made a change at half-time as well. They've took O'Neill off up front and put Scrimshaw on, so they're making an attacking change. Maybe they're going to hope, well, they're definitely going to hope it pays off for them, but hopefully we can make it not, as Ryan Loft through the middle onto Wilson. Wilson up to that man Scrimshaw straight away, and they've tried to put a ball around Francis and goal, which is never ever happening. He's been so solid in the defence today, with Houlihan giving the ball into Goodwin right here, as can our attack do something again? Ball's just gone behind us. Guessing the 10 men as well has had an impact in that substitution being made. Maybe Scrimshaw's more of a midfield player, as that's a great ball if he's onside, and he is. Houlihan's made it too. The captain for today has gone and got himself on the score sheet, and he's going to do the Simpson celebration, or the Antonio celebration, as we make it 2 against the 10 men. As I think I was just on autopilot a little bit there. Was it Goodwin with the assist? No, it was John Akinde getting in the middle of it, as that's a brilliant finesse into the bottom corner by Houlihan. Knew he'd scored it before it even hit the net. Love that. Absolutely love it. As Francis and goal, drilling one to the side. Odesina. That's through to Sterry. Look at this passing. Look how rapid it is, and now. So we must have got definitely confident, as that's another terrible tackle, and it's just a yellow this time for Emmanuel Orianse, as they're getting very frustrated by the looks of things. Put Shelton on the free kick right there. Maybe that was a good idea, Shelton, actually, because Houlihan didn't do well with his last one. Less power, a little bit more curl, and it's still to the keeper. And Odesina onto Sterry right here, who's going to try and run forward a little bit. Ball through the middle On to John Akinde as well as Goodwin. Can he get that out wide? That's a good ball. Can he get it inside? John Akinde, he's got a man in his way a little bit at the side. Molyneux into Houlihan. Going to just keep possession with this one, as that's a good dipped in ball from Ferguson. And Akinde's had a lot of delivery today. Maybe he should have a goal. And some substitutions being made. Olamola is going to come on for Goodwin. And Sterry is going to come off for McLaughlin, making changes with the Ipswich Town game in mind. As that's a great ball onto Ferguson. A great ball over the top of Akinde. He should get this header at some point. Again saved by Watson, though, who's not had a bad game, I've got to admit. Saved a penalty, of course, and made a couple of saves with the team at 10 men. As that's not a good header away, though. Molyneux going to open his body up and saved again. It'll happen at some point, though. We've just got to have faith that they've handballed the ball right there, I think, as Olamola gets the ball knocked onto him right here. Houlihan. We've got a man running through the middle. Molyneux again. Sliced like a watermelon. As you can see, the hat on the manager. I mean, I couldn't make it blue or Hartlepool badged, but of course, I had to make it like I am right now. It's got the same suit and everything as Olamola. Go for a long shot against his former club. Easily saved as everyone just get back again. 1 minute added on to this game. The result should be given right now. It should be, as Akinde is just going to go for one again. Just got to test it. As the final whistle goes right there. And he's going to be very, very disappointed that D didn't have a hat-trick. But the game's done. It's over. Finito. We just roll with the punches, and it's another win and another game that hopefully takes us closer to top spot. And as a Grimsby fan, a game that was thoroughly deserved, as it's a quick turnaround though into another played game. Ipswich away in the Papa John's is never easy. Have to make the good form count, as we've got quite a few tired players in here, but I'm going to go with the team, including an injured player who's got to play. So Mitchell, Sterry, Odasuna, Staunton, Francis and Galton, Ferguson, the usual suspects at the back, with Houlihan, Featherstone and Shelton. I just realised it was Matt Daly actually playing in the last game, and he didn't do too bad, you know, with Goodwin and Norwood. This partnership coming back for a big knockout game right here. If we can beat Ipswich somehow and get ourselves into round 3 of the EFL Trophy, how big would that be? That would be very, very good for money as well. So let's give it us all against a good Ipswich side. An Ipswich's team, they've even got the Tifo up for this. Christian Walton in goal. Janoy Donasian at the back with Luke Wolfeneinden, George Edmondson and Hayden Coulson. Hopefully I've got their names right. Evans, Morsey sitting, Aluko, Bertrand Selina and Edwards with Macaulay Bonn up front. Ipswich's team is phenomenal. And the other day, their manager Paul Cook, the voice changer, was actually sacked. And looking at that team, no offence to Paul Cook, I rate him as a manager, but no wonder he was, because them in 13th in real life is shambolic. Should be doing a lot better, as Shelton starts off on the ball right here, pass around the corner. Nicky Featherstone with it now, into Houlihan, as we had a runner in front. Going to try and start off on the front foot. Norwood with a little skill there. Can he do something against his former club? A little bit of damage wouldn't go amiss. As Shelton, tackle by Evans in the middle. Bit quicker, please. A lot of speculation about Norwood going into this game, because of course, him coming back to face him. Is he injured? Is he not? Drama going on as Rhys Staunton to run away with the ball right here at his feet. That's some good yards made up as well. Gives it back to Ferguson. And Ferguson cuts inside. Now on to Houlihan, who's going to go again, but blocked off. Come on. I mean, they are a good team, but still, as that's one of the most blatant fouls I've ever seen by Odasina, but we carry on, as that's a good pass from Featherstone in the end. It's going to be Sterry, and that's great work from the left back. Edwards now onto Evans, into Bonn. Let's make sure that game against Sunderland was for something, not just to get knocked out with a whimper. We've got to try and make a tackle, please. Coulson with a pass in. Morsey with a shot by Bonn. And wide. Ball being hoofed out of the box here. We didn't really put a good ball in, but we're keeping the pressure on Ipswich a bit. Taking the game to them. Love that away at Portman Road. As now Shelton around the corner. Featherstone. Good pass on there if we can reach, and we do. Norwood, I think that was Goodwin, but still couldn't get the turn in right there. As Selina onto Bonn, as he's going to chip it over the top, and Sterry backpedaling a bit. Come on, Marcus Edwards with it. Bad tackle, and it's a yellow card. That was risky. Got away with it still in the end though, so we'll take that. As Coulson into Selina. Sonny Aluko asks for the ball back but doesn't get it, as it's into Selina. Now on to Coulson again. Aluko with the ball around the corner into Evans. Edwards, Featherstone in the middle to receive, but still not away completely. Aluko with the shot, and it's rifled into the top bin. Behind, away against the League One club, and it's come from a very good strike. Terrific goal from the winger. Look at this. We get caught in possession, Featherstone. That's not a good move from the captain, or the ex-captain really, just the guy who sits in front, as they do punish us for that horrifically. Just what a goal. And we've got to try and reply in some way, as Featherstone had a bit of space right there, but gives it on to Norwood. Norwood round the corners. We've got a runner at the back post. It's crossed in. It's actually fumbled by keeper and defender, but no one can jump on it, so a little bit of a chance gone right there, but we're going to have to keep on playing. Come on, Lee Evans with a pass into Marcus Edwards down the line right here. Just got to watch behind a little bit. That's a ball through the middle into Evans. Now on to Macaulay Bonne, as this is our attack gone into theirs. 2-0 at half-time would be a horror show, so please stop him again, Sterry. Of course, can't dive in this time, as Edwards gets the ball back, puts it to the edge of the box. Selina, we know they can hit shots. Come on, Lee Evans with it, and Featherstone with a great tackle, but Doncian gives it to Selina, and Odosina throwing his way in the way of the ball, which is good, but still, we haven't got rid of it. Aluko snapped, but still play goes on. It's going to be another yellow card. Just got to battle before half-time. Aluko staying down as Sterry with a block again. Still, ball falls back to Edwards. It's glued to him. Mitchell with the shot or the save, and Selina is the one to score the second. How poor was that defending? I don't care how bad we are. Now, that is a terrible goal to concede. I don't care that they're in League One. How we don't keep that out is absolutely criminal. And at half-time, we've got it all to do. 2-0 in the Papa John's Trophy. That Sunderland game literally has wrecked us, because it's put us through, and now we're losing fitness on our players and playing horrifically. Step it up, please. As we even used our first team for this game, which we haven't been doing in recent ones. So please, let's see a different display. As Featherstone, the pass straight to Shelton. Shelton try and fizz it into Norwood, and the first pass doesn't meet feet, and the second one doesn't as well. That's great, innit? As now Goodwin has a run in front of him, but he's going to keep hold of this ball and give it out to Ferguson, as we've got a man over. Can we chip that in the middle? First time into Norwood, who goes to strike, and it's hit the hand of the defender. I paused a little bit in my brain. I thought, has that hit a hand? I didn't think it had, but the Ed Sheeran merchants have conceded a penalty. I'm sorry, I've just seen the sponsor on the kit. So we're going to have to see what we can do from this, shall we? It's going to be Goodwin over it. Sorry, mate. I'm going to give this Norwood, as please don't miss this. Slightly to the right. And that's a big penalty missed. I can't believe he's just missed that against his former club from the spot. Right, we're still 2-0 down. That could have been a big thing for this second half. But we haven't managed to take it, as Macaulay Bonne onto Burgess. Onto Doncian, back into Burgess in the midfield, as they've changed the team around slightly, but let's not let that affect us, shall we? Selina over the top, that's a great ball, as Sterry's not having the best of games today, not keeping up with Edwards at all, who's just very skillful on that wing as Edwards, or Evans in the middle field, into Bonne, into Burgess, who's missed, not working out for us at all, as Norwood puts the ball around the corner to Goodwin though, and maybe this could be something. Will Goodwin pulls it back into Molyneux, and Walton with a save. 20 minutes to go. And I'm actually going to take Goodwin off for Bury. I mean, I said I've given up. I wasn't lying with that, really. I'm going to have to just chance things now. Keep fitness right for the league, as that's bounced straight to Walton again. But we still do manage to keep the ball. So, possession-wise in the second half, very good. As good turn from Norwood. Can he drill it in from that angle? Not really. Terrible shot, in fact. Should have put that to the other post. There's Sam Morsey with the head away. Bertrand Selina does have it here though, when he's twisting and turning all over the shot, but it's gone into Francis on goal, into Nicky Featherstone. Wolfenden keeps it. If we could get one, who knows? That's a terrible tackle on Bury as well, and how we don't get a card for that is criminal. Norwood's going to come off as well. A very lacklustre display against his former club, but you've got to change it when it's not working. As oh, that's a bad tackle from whoever did it on Featherstone, is running down the line right there and into the middle, and Olamola. That needed to go in for any chance of a comeback. But of course it didn't, as now Wolfenden through the middle of the park onto Doncian, as he puts a great ball over the top onto Burgess. It's drilled across. Sterry still doing his defensive duties, even though we're attacking, which is good on this occasion, as Featherstone with the ball looking out wide. Bury, knock that on. There we go. It's Staunton, the centre-back upfield. Can he cross a ball? No, he definitely cannot, because that should have been straight to Olamola, but it wasn't, as Olamola's going to be the one crossing this time into the danger zone. Featherstone doesn't arrive in time, and the full-time whistle is blown. Well done, Ipswich. Through to the next round, and we, the League 2 team, are out in the first knockout round. I mean, at least we've knocked, well, yeah, we knocked Sunderland out in the group stages. We've got to take the positives, as hopefully we get a little bit of money as well. I'd take anything for January, as I don't know if we have or not, but we are sitting 2 points in second place at the moment, which is very good going from us. Bradford actually dropping points, so the gap is 6, because it increased, of course, after Rochdale simulated. As it's another simulated game up next, Colchester in 18th away from home. I've just got a message as well. We should be getting 500k for Ben Killip, which is good. I wanted to put that money into another player, but looking how many contracts are out, maybe we actually can't do that. I mean, I am going to try and make some changes, maybe not sign every single one of them up, but I want to sign some of them up because loanees are going to leave as well. That's not very good for the club, having that many leave at once. Never mind who they are, as we're going to go with this team for the next. It's the same team that lost, still going to give it a chance, so you know it already. 18th place Colchester should be a win, but you never know in this simulation thing, as let's see what it is. It's a 3-2 win. Okay, we got the points. Nibs with the first goal, very good striker. Houlihan and Featherstone making it 2-1 before half time, as Norwood made it 3-1. His return goal to League 2, but clamping, putting the pressure on, just slightly though. As another great result makes me happy. Still 6 points behind Bradford, 2 points against Newport. Very good going, as Norwood was inspired by my chat before the game. See how good I am with players, as let's have a look at the calendar as well. We've got Mansfield, Tranmere, into the window for Oldham, Carlisle, and Bristol Rovers. I cannot wait for that, but I'm going to have to. So, you guys are as well, as thank you guys for watching this episode right here. Like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well if you've not done already. At the moment of recording this, we're 2 subscribers away from 4k. It might be different now, it might be further away, it might be past the mark, but I'd just like to say as well, if you're still here, a massive thank you for getting us this close even to the number, or past the number, or a little bit away from 4k, but thank you so much for your continuous support. Take care in a bit, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.